Hess here at America's Motorsports.
Now we're going to take it home and give it a little test run.
Oh, got the bug, did we?
What are you talking about?
Got the Can-Am bug.
Yeah, so I drove yours, and I thought, this thing feels good. Feels like a race car. And here it is.
Well, there's part of it. What are you doing?
I figured no better way to break it in than race King of the Hammers.
Oh, nice.
And being how I'm semi-mechanical, no better way to know how the machine works than take it apart.
True enough, true enough. That's a lot of bolts, though.
Oh, not really. They're all right here.
That's all the bolts.
That's all the bolts that holds the plastics on. And probably that many more rivets.
Yeah. Where did those rivets go?
Oh, they're in the trash can.
You didn't get mad, did you?
What are you talking about? The rivets are like next level, like this is silly, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm. How about some elbow grease?
Because the entire skid plate was riveted on. Half the plastics were riveted on. There's usually, well, they're not riveted on, they're all bolted, but there's a magical rivet somewhere keeping it from coming off.
Keeping it from coming off.
So yeah, we can do a little walk around and show y'all how it's really built. All right, so we'll start at the back of the machine. You've got one, and I know you've had it apart some. I don't think you've had it apart this deep.
Oh no, absolutely not. It wouldn't be back together.
So I noticed that the clutch cover actually stuck out past the frame. It is what it is, but I made this little metal thing just to keep something from hitting the bottom of it.
Definitely.
I think that's kind of important. Of course, I have these Hess bearing carriers because I noticed that the third rod, I don't know why they're using 3 rods, but the third rod was just bolted to the outside, and these kind of enclosed it, made it like a double shear. So that's kind of why I went with this. We're going to do the hardest race in the world. I don't want some kind of little bitty failure to keep me from finishing.
For sure.
And then of course we went with some big heavy billet L&W radius rods, X300 axles, SuperATV trail arms, and the clutching in this thing is like awesome. Look at all the fins on it.
Looks like my billet clutching. Almost like an STM billet clutch.
Yeah, like I bet that thing, I bet it blows like AC on high on a Georgia summer day.
Definitely moves some air. What about that primary clutch though? That is beef.
There's a lot going on there.
A lot.
It seems to be built really well. And we're doing a hater skid plate. More so just because of the big rocks. And I welded these little gusset braces in right here. I don't know if that's necessary, but they look cool. Air filter's right there. That's easy. In case you're wondering, this piece goes back right here. That's where it goes. And yes, there's rivets that were holding that.
I can see them.
You can see every rivet. There's a mark where I got a hold of it with a chisel and tried to knock them off. So silly. We welded another brace, and then we're doing like big heavy arms. But we put this whole bracket kit on that sandwiches all the pieces. So it's just that much stronger.
Ties the nose together.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually built pretty well from the factory, but we're going to go just a little bit tougher. What did you notice on yours? How was the steering on it?
Steering's awesome. It's got 3 different. Is it 3 different? It's got a low, medium, and high on your steering ability, so you can get what you want in steering.
Well, this one steers like a dream because there's nothing there. It's just free floating. But we've got a Hess steering brace to kind of hold it. The rack is like a huge rack. And then we took the radiator off because who needs that outside of to put this shock tower brace on.
Are you moving the radiator in the back?
No, we're gonna leave it up front. I just don't have time to move it. I don't really have a lot of time to be doing this, but we'll make it work. But it's got the diff is beefy in it.
Looks like it.
And this is just, I figured might as well take it apart and see how it's built.
Seems like the future. Everybody in my series is starting to go Can-Am.
Really?
About 8 of us changed over to Can-Am this year.
Really?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we're going to have to chalk me on the board for this one at least. Because I'm fully committed, as they say, as Maverick says, be fully committed. Well,
Yeah, I don't think they would take this one back.
no, we're not going to get a refund on this one.
No refund.
I've even got the receipt. No refund.
No refund.
Yeah, we got a pile of parts. So if I gave you this pile of parts and this machine, could you put it back together?
Absolutely not. Yeah, I could. I'd be like, Hubert, hey, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, friend.
It was a lot simpler in the dirt bike days. A lot simpler. A couple of fingers and a gas tank and a motor.
It's a lot of parts.
Now we've got floorboards and firewalls and noses, and I don't even know what these little parts go to.
Yeah, and you asked me if I could put it back together.
I-
You don't even know what those parts go to. I do know what the parts go to. They go around the cage. I had to pull them off.
Oh, because you did a cage. All right.
Uh-huh.
Makes sense.
For everybody that needs to know about their Can-Am place to put fuel, here's the education.
Yeah. So that's driver's side fender on the side. This is passenger side fender with the little door. So those that were, I don't even know how to get it back on there. But for those that, now look, when that's all button tight, tell me there's a gas cap behind that. You'd walk past that 15 times.
You want to know how long it took me to find it? And I was at the gas station. I sailed it down the road to go put fuel in it the first time and walked around it like lost. I had to Google it. Good old Google.
And there it is. It's right behind that. Hey, props to Can-Am for keeping her sleek, but also
It's like everything else.
you're hiding.
It's hidden.
It's hidden. Luckily, your low fuel light wasn't on.
No, it
and
was.
you were out in the woods.
No, it was. It didn't have any fuel in it from the dealer.
Oh, okay.
I picked it up at Sloan's with no fuel, and so it needed some fuel, and I made a trip to the gas station just to fill it. Pretty rowdy, and got to the gas station and was like, man, I might have to walk home.
So yeah, we went and got a Can-Am and figured we're going to tear it apart and race kicking hammers in it, and we've got about 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
If I had this situation right here, I'd be having a yard sale.
Yard sale.
Yard sale.
Yard sale.
Yeah, Can-Am parts, brand new.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll get back to work.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going home.
Okay. I am out. Okay. See you later.
Keep rowing your boat.